Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. I would like to say a few things today. First of all, we're seeing that silver is being pushed back down. It's around 88 right now. It was up to 96 earlier this morning, so it has been taken down $8 an ounce. They're going to keep pushing it as long as they can push it, because they want to keep investing in it, okay? That is the thing that you need to remember. When they are investing, if you want to get ahead, you need to be investing as well. So I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to tell you that that is how those people are going to get ahead. And if you want to get ahead, well, that's your key, is to do what they do. Don't do as they say, do as they do. They're going to tell you, Jim Cramer's and all these other people are going to come on and say, you need to get rid of your silver. No, I don't believe that. You might believe that, and if that's what you believe, go ahead and do it. I'm never going to give you any kind of financial advice. I was a financial planner at one point in my life, and I did that kind of thing, and I sold all kinds of stuff, stocks and bonds, and you name it. But the thing of it is that it isn't for me to tell you what to do. You have to navigate everything that you can. I'm going to be starting a new show, and I'm not going to tell you what the name of it is yet, but it's going to have to do with simplifying your life. That's one thing I need to do. I have to simplify my life. And so I'm going to try to do everything I can to get ready to simplify my life. Now, there are a few other things I wanted to tell you, but I'm going to kind of hold off on those for about a week or a week and a half. And then you probably wouldn't remember it anyway if I did, so there you go. We're getting ready to come to the end of all of this stuff. When the end comes, I would imagine that some of the different shows that you see out there will probably take some kind of a sabbatical. Some of them might leave altogether, others might leave for a period of time. Now, you have to understand that the end is not for everyone. Q warned us about that way back at the beginning, and it is true. Not everybody is going to be able to deal with this end. There's probably going to be about 7 to 10% of you out there. Maybe some of you are in YouTube land, maybe some of you are on Facebook and some of the other places, but you're not going to be able to deal with the end. One of the reasons you won't be able to deal with the end is because the truth is going to blow your mind. Now, some of you have gone to school for 7 to 10, 15, 20 years. You've gone to college, and you think that you're gaining knowledge, but you're not. The longer you go to school, the more money you pay, but you're not getting any knowledge. I hate to say it, and it's kind of sad, but the people who are in the education industry, they make shit up, okay? That's the pure and simple. There's no other way to put it. And the longer you go to school, the deeper the shit gets. Now, if you are one of those people that decides that you're going to be listening to all that stuff, you're going to regurgitate all that stuff, you might get yourself a job that has to do with some of that crap. But the truth is that when you're all done with your education, I don't care how many doctorates you have, I don't care how many years you went to college, you've got about 2 to 3% of the total knowledge, the total truth that is out there. Now, if you go to a private college, you might have 5 or maybe even 6% of the truth that's out there. They're actually, and I hate to say it, they're a lot better than state and federal colleges. But unfortunately, you're going to spend a lot of money there too, and you're never going to have a lot of the knowledge. Now, within the next 10 years, most of us who are willing to accept the truth are going to be up to 10, 15, 18, maybe 20% of the truth. And then over a period of time, maybe the next 30, 40, 50 years, you'll slowly begin to learn all the rest of the stuff that's out there to know. There are some things that they will never tell us, and the reason is those are so bad they won't be able to. They're going to tell us enough bad stuff just to kind of turn your stomach, but they're not going to give us everything. The reason they won't give us everything is because, well, what happened to my wife? My wife learned the truth. She dealt with the truth for a long period of time. She and I have been having to deal with a lot of this. She went ahead and had a heart attack over it all. And that's the kind of thing that will happen. And that's why you're going to have it spoon-fed to you. You're going to have to learn the actual truth very slowly. And that's one reason why the Epstein files are being put out in increments, is because if you knew the truth today, you would lay down and have to give up. Now, we really do need to pray for our soldiers, because the soldiers are the one group of people out there that knows more truth than the rest of us. I mean, other than, the people who are the top leaders in the administration. And there may be some people in Congress and that type of individual who probably knows a lot. If you're the average individual, I don't care, you're a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse, whatever it is that you are, a lawyer, you know 3, 4, 5, 6% of the truth. Maybe a few of you are privy to a little bit more. But the problem is that you don't know shit, okay? You've been taught stuff that was bullshit, and that's exactly what most of us believe. When you start to do the research and you start to get to a point where you understand, it's good to do it in increments because of the fact that it will knock your socks off. When we do actually find out the truth, that's going to be kind of exciting. But we need to be praying for our soldiers. And we need to be getting ready ourselves. We actually need to be getting as close to Jesus as we can. There's going to come a day when President Trump and the other people who maybe are like him that are elected into office are gone. And then Jesus is going to be the one who is going to be the king of the world. And that's going to be that. Whether you want to accept that or not, I don't really care. It's just a fact. That's why President Trump is here, is to bring about the return of Christ and the setting up of the kingdom of Christ, and that's what he will do. If you're not ready to be a part of that kingdom, then you're going to have to do something else. But every one of us has a problem. We have a tendency to be too carnal. The Bible tells us that we need to be spiritual, and that the carnal things, the things of the spirit we need to have, and the things that are of the flesh we need to try to get rid of. And that's very difficult for everyone. Paul, I think, said it best. He said, the things that I should do, I don't do. And the things that I shouldn't do are the things that I do. And that's kind of human, isn't it? That's the way that we all are. And unfortunately, there's a lot of truth to that. Everybody needs to be constantly checking themselves. They have to, and I can't read that on the bottom. I personally, I understand Paul, I guess, is the end part of that, but there's something, I understand it now. I'm very tired. I'm exhausted. I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm, kind of a mess. But I will say that most of us are in that category. That's one of the reasons why I'm going to be doing some videos about simplifying. Now, you may not find all of them over here. You may have to go to the other channel to find some of those. We do need likes. We do need subscriptions. We do need comments. We need to have shares on both of the channels. I'm going to be renaming the other channel because of the fact that I was going to do one thing and I decided I can't go through with it. So I'm going to go to something else. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I want you to have a good day. Good day.